Thanks for clicking on ZeitGeist. I'm Willie Geist. Well, we've come to the end of another historic week. Barack Obama made his first trip abroad as president. The former governor of America's fifth largest state was indicted on federal corruption charges. And a man was arrested for DUI while riding a motorized barstool. I give you the top 5 stories of the week.
Your warranty will be safe. In fact, it will be safer than it's ever been.
Number 5. The White House gets into the business of selling cars.
If somebody wants to go buy, as the president said, the Motor Trend Car of the Year, they can go do that.
After effectively firing the head of General Motors, President Obama assured car buyers they'd be taken care of at Uncle Sam's Discount Auto Dealership.
If you buy a car from Chrysler or General Motors, you will be able to get your car serviced and repaired just like always.
The president later offered, for a limited time only, to personally rotate the tires and check the fluids on any American-made car. The next step, a low-budget TV commercial.
Do you have bad credit? Bankruptcy? Repos? First-time buyers? No problem!
At number 4, the week in surveillance video. Take Your Daughter to Work Day isn't for another couple of weeks, but this guy celebrated early. Yes, he's robbing a Washington State convenience store at gunpoint with his 9-year-old daughter at his side.
How many criminals take a child to a crime scene? It's just bizarre. I was stunned.
In lighter surveillance news, this idiot got down in a 3-point stance and charged the back door of a Florida home he was trying to break into. As you can see, the door won. The would-be burglar fled the scene, presumably to attend his Mensa meeting.
I still believe this is a place where, as it's written in the Bible, the truth will set you free.
At number 3, the much-anticipated indictment of former Illinois governor and persecuted American hero Rod Blagojevich finally came down on Thursday.
The grand jury returned that today. Let the wheels of justice go forward.
So, disgraced Governor Rod Blagojevich, you've just been indicted on a litany of federal charges. What are you going to do next?
I'm going to Disney World!
Yes, Blago spent indictment day riding Space Mountain at Disney World. He took his family to the Magic Kingdom this week to get away from all the fuss back in Chicago.
I think there's nothing but sunshine hanging over me.
At number 2, the barstool DUI.
I had a friend here that wrecked a barstool, hit the pavement with his head.
Okay, but he fell just from the barstool?
No, we was riding a barstool.
This week, we got the answer to the eternal question. Can you be arrested for DUI while driving a homemade motorized barstool? This Ohio man taught us yes, you can.
We're sending a squad over there for a gentleman who wrecked him a motorized barstool and one head laceration, and he's got alcohol on board.
All right. The man got into a single barstool accident while cruising around his neighborhood on a stool with a lawnmower engine attached to it. He was ticketed after admitting he'd had 15 beers, but the boozing didn't stop there.
Actually, I drank quite a bit after I wrecked because my head hurt so bad. I went in and I drank a half a bottle of whiskey.
And the number 1 story of the week.
I am very pleased to be in London.
President Obama arrived in London to solve all the world's economic problems in a one-day summit. There were meetings with the Russian and the Chinese. There was pouting by the French and the Germans. And there were protests in the streets, some of them led by British comedians. But it was during a presidential visit to Buckingham Palace that the real news was made. First, the Obamas gave Queen Elizabeth an iPod filled with show tunes and pictures of herself.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty, I feel pretty.
Then, controversy struck. The First Lady set off an international incident when she groped the Queen. Members of the British press were shocked to see Mrs. Obama put her arm around Her Majesty during a reception at the palace. According to a set of rules that haven't made sense for several hundred years, you're not supposed to do that.
The Queen is a lovely woman. She can see what's left of the British Empire from her bedroom window.
Manufactured controversy aside, it was a successful summit. Wouldn't you say, Mr. President?
I think we did okay.
I think you did just fine, Mr. President, and we should point out the Obama White House has not yet guaranteed the warranties on those motorized bar stools. Surely that's coming next. That's ZeitGeist for today. I'll be back here soon with much more of the news you cannot use.